Ooh, look at that stretch. I mean, this is smoking hot. So, yeah, this guy's done. Look at that, huh? Okay, we're gonna make a pizza today in a Pizza Pronto pizza cube. Well, what I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna show you how to do a quick pizza dough. This is basically very little kneading, very little playing around. You know, when I want to make a pizza, I don't want to make a dough and let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days and then let it rise and pop it down and let it rise again and pop it down. No, when I want a pizza and I want it now. So basically, we're gonna start off with, we have to get this thing going first. So we're gonna need 1 cup of water, which is 110 degrees. So that's the perfect temperature for it. I'll put the sugar in first. The sugar will feed the yeast, and then we'll add the yeast mixture here. I'll just stir it up with a whisk. Real good. Get everything nice and dissolved. Then we're going to let this thing sit for about, I'll say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes until it foams up real nice. And then we'll get back to you and start making the dough. Okay, it's going to be about 15 minutes. We can see how much the yeast has risen. It's, you know, maybe about 1/8 of an inch up in the air. What I did was that we used water. It's got to be 110 degrees is the perfect temperature, with 1 teaspoon of sugar. Mix it together. Let it sit for about 15 minutes. This is 2.5 cups of, we're using bread flour, and then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. Let me just do a pretty good job of mixing up here. Some people put the salt inside the yeast mixture, but I think salt has a tendency of deactivating it, so we'll mix it up with the flour. Okay, now we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and the olive oil is just going to go into this yeast mixture, like so. Let's give this a little mixture spin here. Okay, and you can see how it bubbles up there, nice and bubbly. That's the way you want it. Now we'll just pour it into the flour, like so. Start mixing it. You want to get as much of this yeast mixture in it as possible. Then now we just mix it by hand. Some people use a machine, but by hand's just fine. You want to just scrape it up and get every last bit of that flour mixed in, like so. You can see it's coming together. Okay, we'll start to form a ball. It's kind of sticky, gooey. That's good. Okay, just let it come down. Oh yeah, that feels good. Okay, now next we're going to put some flour on the table, and then we're going to do just a quick knead job. Okay, I added some flour just on the tabletop here. So just get this dough somewhat packed into somewhat of a ball here. I'll take it out like this, like so. Then we're just going to palm it, fold it, turn it around, fold it about 12 times. Put some more flour on it. If I need a little more flour. If it gets too sticky, you just add just a little more flour to it. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, you want a little bit sticky. Put a little bit of olive oil into the bowl here. Take out dough, stick it in. Then what I do is I get a napkin like this, a paper towel, make sure it's a little bit warm, just cover it up like this. We're gonna let it sit and let it rise for a while, and we should be good to go. Okay, we can see how much the pizza dough has risen. Probably twice the size here. I did oil the bowl down, so it should come out a little bit easy. I floured this thing down here, so gotta get this thing out one piece like this. Yeah, it's nice and sticky. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it in half, so we're gonna make 2 pizzas out of it. So let's set this one aside. We don't want to dry out. Okay, so this is the pizza we'll be making. It's sticky. Basically, I use a flour so it doesn't stick to my hand as much. Okay, so you don't want to play with the dough too much, so just smash it down. Okay, so we're using parchment paper, so it's gonna make it a little bit easier to put the pizza into the pizza oven. I gotta put some flour on my hand here, and now we're just gonna smash it out. Some people are pretty good at this. What you want to do is you want to make it as thin as possible, because this, once it goes into the oven, it's going to rise up pretty high. You want to have the lip a little bit high on the edges here, and just flatten out as big as you want it. The bigger it is, the thinner it's going to be, but not bad. About a 12-inch pizza now. Yeah, looks good. We want a little bit thick around the edges, like it says, a little thin in the middle. And this can be a nice sized pizza. We're just going to use some organic tomato sauce here. Spread it around. You be as creative as you want. Okay, the cheese we're going to be using is naturally Wisconsin cheese. So we're going to use a 3-cheese blend. It's got mozzarella, provolone, and cheddar cheese. So that goes on next. So we like the cheese. We're lucky we have Wisconsin cheese, because it's the best. We put a lot of cheese on. It's going to make cooking a little more challenging, but we like the cheese. Got some sausages. Now what I do is that I par cook the sausages so that it's somewhat half cooked. So we're not eating raw sausages, because in the pizza oven it cooks pretty fast. I had some of these deli pepperonis lying around, so we'll just throw a few on here. And some fresh mushrooms. Okay, we got the pizza pronto. It's been firing up for about 10-15 minutes, so we'll stick this out on the grill. Okay, yeah, we can see the oven is pegged up there, so we got some. So we're using parchment paper, so we're gonna just slide it in, just like so. Now with the parchment paper, we leave it in for about 2 minutes, let the pizza crust set, and then I can slide the pizza pure underneath it and pull out the parchment paper. You got to keep the eye on the bottom of the crust, because if it starts to cook too fast versus the topping, then you stick the peel underneath it and then just lift it up and cook the topping. Okay, so we'll give it 2 minutes and then yank out the parchment paper. We're going to peel the parchment paper off so you can see paper's here. I just grab the edge, slide the peel underneath the pizza, pull out the paper, and then at this point in time, what I could do is that I could get this thing out, and then you could actually turn the pizza around and just turn it a little bit. Okay, you can see that it's rising pretty good. I think we're in good shape. Okay, I'm going to turn the pizza. So basically, you slide the peel underneath. I like to use a double spatula because it's easier to turn it around. So let me go this way. Now you got to keep an eye on the bottom of the crust. You know, when it starts to get the coloring that you like. Once you start getting the coloring, it's pretty quick the way it cooks. See? So when you're looking at the bottom of this thing, if it starts to turning too brown on you, then you go on and stick the peel underneath it, and then it's going to slow down the cooking, but you want to cook the top. Now we got a lot of ingredients on this, so to help cook the topping, if your bottom is done, is you can lift up the spatula towards the dome where it's the hottest. And this thing's probably running about 700 degrees up under that dome right about now. Because basically at this point in time we just want to brown up the cheese. The crust has got a nice golden brown to it. Puffed up real good. And then you want to get the crust a little bit brown spotting on the top too. You can see we have a lot of ingredients on this. Just turn it out. Stick it back in. I keep an eye on the bottom of the crust. I don't want to char it too much. When you're playing around with this type of temperature, you got to keep an eye on it. Last minute or so. That thing. That's done. Okay, pizza's coming off. You can see it's got a nice coloring around the edges. Bottom is nice. There's some leopard spotting on the bottom. Everything's cooking on top. So we'll get this out and get the second one in there. Yeah, you can see I'm elevating the pizza off the stone with the spatula. Went into the top so I could brown up the topping. The pizza itself is already done. So yeah, this guy's done. So I'll shut off the oven. Second pizza is going to cook faster because the oven is running at, I don't know, 900 degrees by now. So, I mean, this is smoking hot. Look at that, huh? Okay, let's get in this house and it's time to eat. We can see the second pizza came out. And it's a little bigger than this other one, a little bit thinner, so it cooked a little bit faster. But you know, I want to thank the people at the Food Network for giving me this fast dough recipe. And for most people, it's going to work out fine. You know, I can see some of the bread people just in the squinging out of face, but we'll show you what it looks like. We'll use this one here. This has been sitting out for about 5 minutes, and we'll just give it a cut through. This is almost like a pan pizza. It rolls up pretty high. See, we got a little bit bubbles, not the biggest bubbles I've seen. Structurally, it's fine. See, it's not flopping over. So we got a nice thick crust. And you can see the bottom of the crust here. It's nice, leopard spots. So it's holding itself real good. So it's going to be nice and crusty and chewy along the edges. That's the way you want your pizza. And this is the other guy. So we're all set to go. Dog's, you can hear him running in the background there. Pizza ready to go. It's time to eat. Ooh, look at that stretch. Nice stretch, right, Brie? This is what it's going to look like. Pizza, and I made a quick spaghetti, so we're set to go, right, Brie? Okay, licking the lips there. Thank you for watching. This is what it looks like. I took a couple bites out of it. It's real good. Just what I thought. Nice crispy on the center and gets chewy at the edges. Nice and soft. You can see the bubbles on it. So, very good, and dog's eating it over there. Thank you again.